Welcome to my Week 2 battle of the PDL. This week, the Chicago Grookies are taking on Coach Douey, coach of the Nair Ninetails. We're coming off of a nice Week 1 victory, and so I want to keep up that momentum, but my opponent does have a pretty scary team, so let's break that down. They have Tornadus Therian, Mega Gardevoir, Scizor, Manaphy, Breloom, Cincino, Hydreigon, Barbaracle, Nidoqueen, Typhlosion, and Ampharos. Alright, first we're starting off with Mega Lopunny. This outspeeds my opponent's entire team just naturally. I do have to watch out for some priority from Scizor with Bullet Punch, and then Breloom with Mach Punch is another one. Running Fake Out, Return, Drain Punch. I didn't need High Jump Kick for anything, like specifically that Drain Punch didn't do enough for, and I don't want to risk something just running a random Protect to try to take advantage of me always running High Jump Kick, so I'm going with Drain Punch. And then Fire Punch is specifically for the Scizor because I can't really do that much damage to it. Next up we have Electros. The Nidoqueen is a really big problem for my team because it can break Gliscor with Ice Beam, it can break Clefable with Sludge Wave. So my answer was Assault Vest Electros, running Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Hidden Power Ice, and Knockoff. Knockoff because I want to get rid of the Life Orb that the Nidoqueen is likely holding right away to reduce its power level. And then Hidden Power Ice is there to hit that as hard as possible. I could have ran Giga Drain, but Hidden Power Ice also hits the Hydreigon, which my other three moves didn't. And then this is also like a slight check to either Gardevoir or Manaphy once Nidoqueen is dead. If this goes down too early, I have no answers to Nidoqueen, at least like defensively. I do have Mega Lopunny and Gliscor, who are both faster, but I'd rather not risk it because I think it's just a problem. Next up, I have Unaware Clefable. This is a max Spadef. This is to handle either Calm Mind Gardevoir, or more importantly, Tail Glow Manaphy, because I cannot let that thing just start tail glowing up and doing a ton of damage. So I'm running Moonblast, Toxic, Heal Bell, just because they have a few Pokemon that do status, whether it's Breloom with Spore or Ampharos with Static. I do have to be careful with the Heal Bell with my Gliscor, though, because I am running a Toxic Orb Fling Gliscor, so I will be trying to get rid of my Toxic Orb. So once I get rid of it, I cannot click Heal Bell because I will lose Poison Heal on this. But I plan on using Gliscor mid to late game. Acrobatics, Earthquake, Fling, and Swords Dance with enough speed to outspeed Nidoqueen. This is like a mid-late game sweeper, like I said. I don't plan on using it too early. Next up, we have Celebi. I'm running a Stealth Rock set, just like a lead with Dazzling Gleam for the Hydreigon, Hidden Power Fire for Scizor, and then Giga Drain for Stab, and it hits like Manaphy. I couldn't hit everything with this set. Like, I can't hit Nidoqueen here, but if I like got rid of Hidden Power Fire, I couldn't hit Scizor. If I got rid of Dazzling Gleam, I couldn't hit Hydreigon. So I kind of had to pick and choose with Celebi what I wanted to be able to hit. And last but not least, we have Choice Scarf Chandelure once again, running the exact same set as last week for the most part. Just a very strong attacker. I have to watch out for Pursuit from Scizor, but I threaten that thing out with a Flamethrower anyway. Shadow Ball does great damage to Gardevoir, and then Energy Ball for the Manaphy, the Barbaracle, and Hidden Power Ices for the Hydreigon. Alright, if you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the battle. Alright, here we are with the battle. My opponent brings Tornadus Therian, Barbaracle, Typhlosion, Cincino, Scizor, and Manaphy. Alright, I'm just going to lead Lopunny here because nothing stops me from just clicking Fake Out, and then I can either High Jump Kick, Return, or Fire Punch does a ton of damage to everything here. Or I don't have High Jump Kick, I have Drain Punch, but still, we're going to lead Mega Lopunny here. They lead Tornadus Therian, so this is just an easy Fake Out. Maybe it might be Rocky Helmet. Ooh, that did a good chunk of damage. Let me find out what kind of set this is. So it's probably like a max HP set. Probably like max HP with some speed. Doesn't look to have any defense in it, but we don't do enough here with Return, so I need to switch out. I'm going to go into Clefable here. I don't really mind a knockoff here, and this is my Spadef wall. I didn't want to go Electros here. Oh, I just actually realized no Nidoqueen, so Electros can come in on this next time. This is fine though because I get pretty much a free Toxic off here. I could switch out into Electros on like maybe Mega Scizor coming out here, or it's just regular Scizor. I'm going to Toxic just because they probably U-turn out here, and if I go Electros, I'm not sure what they'll go into. At least here, there's no guarantee they go Scizor, but it's very likely. Yep, that's what they go into. So Toxic doesn't do anything here. That's totally fine, though. I can go Chandelure here on probably a Bullet Punch. I don't want to risk going Gliscor and losing my Toxic Orb to a knockoff, so I think Chandelure is probably the best bet, even though knockoff would hit that just as hard. But losing my Choice Scarf isn't as bad as losing my my Toxic Orb. I could also just go Electros here. I don't think that that is a horrible play. I think that's the best middle ground just to see what the Scizor wants to do here. Goes for Fling. Fling Big Nugget. I think that's a dark move, Was that going to be to hit Chandelure or something? I'm not sure. I'm going to go for a knockoff here and get rid of whatever item wants to come out because nothing is immune. Nothing has a Mega Stone. And then I doubt that this wants to stay in here because I have Flamethrower and he knows that I probably have Flamethrower to hit him. Oh, they Sword Stance. Wow, they just risked it there. That's crazy. I'm not too worried though because Chandelure still has Flamethrower and is faster and does not get 2-hit KO'd by Bullet Punch, so I'm actually going to hard switch out into that here. They go for another Sword Stance, very greedy, and the Bullet Punch, it does about half, so we're going to knock it out here with Flamethrower. They could go Typhlosion, but I don't want to risk that, so I'm going to just go for the Flamethrower. I don't want to risk the Scizor staying in. This is Flash Fire now, and it could go for Eruption. I am Flash Fire as well, but I can't damage it, so I have to switch out into something, so I'm going to go back out into Electros, I'm pretty sure. Just because, again, without Nidoqueen here, like, that was Electros's role for this battle. If they are a Choice Specs or a Choice Scarf Eruption set, I just come back out into this afterwards, and I can absorb it with Flash Fire, and then just go for Shadow Ball. If it's Choice Specs, Eruption will kill the Electros, but I have to sack something here to this with the Flash Fire boost. Okay, they actually hard switch out here, probably fearing that they couldn't really touch me. Typhlosion doesn't get the best moves besides like Extra Sensory to hit Chandelure. Thunderbolt does a ton here, and they have no immunity to it. I just want to take a moment to say that I played that early game like horribly. I don't know how I just made it out of that. I don't think I did it horribly, but like I have not been making the greatest plays. Like I Toxiced when I knew Scizor was gonna come out, and then I didn't Flamethrower, and yeah, okay. We're here somehow, so I need to just start making better plays. I'm gonna Thunderbolt here because there's no immunity though. That is what I'm going to do. Hopefully Scizor gets paralyzed. That'd be fantastic. And I'm going to go for the Flamethrower now. I didn't go for it last time, so they might think I don't have it. They go for the Acrobatics. That's not doing much. Get out of here, Scizor. Not risking the Sword Dance set again. Typhlosion comes out. I kind of want to just go like hard into Chandelure again, but I also kind of want to knock off because the only way this kills me is with Eruption if it's Choice Specs. And then again, I go right into Chandelure. Yeah, I'm going to go for the knockoff. Getting rid of this thing's item is really valuable. And that looks like it's Choice Scarf, not Choice Specs. Yep. So now this thing's no longer faster than Lopunny, so I don't have to worry about that. And I just let Electros go down here. It's not going to be useful to me. I'll just go for Thunderbolt, hit if anything tries to switch in. And we just go down to Eruption. All right, I have a free switch in to Mega Lopunny, and I can just click Return and knock this out. Yeah, I don't have to go for Fake Out. I can just go straight for the Return. They go into Tornadus. I don't believe that this can take 2 returns, no. And I could go for the Drain Punch on Barbaracle coming in, but Return into Drain Punch has a chance to kill, so I'm just gonna go for that here. I'm putting insane amount of pressure on his team, and we did first turn, we know they're not Scarfed because they went for Hurricane into U-turn, yeah, so we're good to just click Return here, and we knock out this Tornadus. Awesome. Lopunny is putting in a ton of work. Barbaracle comes out here. I don't want this to get a free Shell Smash off, so I'm going to Drain Punch, and then I can switch out, come in, and probably Fake Out to get the kill is probably my best bet, because if they get a free Shell Smash off, I probably lose this game. So I'm just going to go for that. If I lose Lopunny here, it's not the end of the world, because again, at least I'm not going to get swept by Barbaracle. All right, we hit him. Do a ton of damage. That's definitely Fake Out range. So now I can just go into Clefable here. Actually, I don't think Clefable's the best option because of Manaphy. I'm going to just sack Celebi here. Celebi isn't the most useful. If I get up rocks, cool. If not, not the end of the world. But I'll probably die to this here. Ooh, we don't take a lot from Razor Shell, so it might come down to Stone Edge or if they have Poison Jab. So no matter what, Fake Out kills here, so I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks on the off chance that I don't die here. And I do stay alive, so now we have Stealth Rocks up on the field. Dragon Claw is interesting. If that's just to hit my Dragalge, that's interesting, because I'm pretty sure this gets Earthquake. Maybe I'm wrong, though. But I'm just going to go for Giga Drain here. We let Celebi go down, and then we go into Lopunny and Fake Out to get the kill here. And if somehow it doesn't kill, which, yeah, it should. We could have just switched out and switched back in. So Barbaracle goes down. We get our rocks up. This Typhlosion's taking damage, and it's no longer faster than me. So I'm just going to go for a return and knock it out here. Lopunny is putting in so much work. It's crazy. This is one of the best Megas in Gen 6, in my opinion, just because it doesn't have to run like Protect first turn to get the speed boost. It can just use Fake Out, which is just fantastic. And it's just super strong with Scrappy, even with Scrappy not blocking Intimidate in this generation. Alright, and we take down Typhlosion, and I wonder how much Manaphy takes from this. An offensive Manaphy does get 2-hit KO'd, and it does not knock me out, I don't even believe, with, like, Psychic or anything. No, it 2-hit KOs me with Psychic, so I can just go for a return twice here and possibly knock it out, depending on its set. We're going to find out here. And I always have Clefable in case it's, like, a bulky Tail Glow set. So let's just go for a return and see how much damage we get off here. a little under half. So this is a bit bulky, and I need to see what kind of roll that was. So that looks like it's probably around max HP, which I have a 75% chance to knock out here. I think I'm going to just go for it because I can then just clean up with Lopunny here if I knock it out at the end, and if not, I can go Clefable here. I'm not worried. So I'm going to take the chance on the return here. And we do get it. So this was probably, like I said, max HP. So we had about a 75% chance. And Drain Punch just knocks it out. All right, we go for the Drain Punch here, and that should be game. GG, Douey. Great game. I was very nervous there at the beginning with that Scizor and then the Typhlosion. If Typhlosion, like, just naturally got a better way to hit Chandelure, it would have been fantastic. But GG's to my opponent. A lot of pressure put on me at the beginning there with the Swords Dance Scizor, and then even the Barbaracle I was quite worried about. I wasn't too worried about the Tailglow Manaphy, though, because I knew I had Unaware Clefable in the back with Max Spadef, so not too crazy. But GG's, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys all later. Peace.